Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Sean Sutton. I am 43 years old and currently living in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. A lot of you that'll see this do know me. A lot of you don't know me. I would love to get to know each and every one of you. The purpose of this video is tell you a little bit about me, my story, myself, so on and so forth. I'm sure there's going to be some people that are going to see this and that aren't going to appreciate it, and I'm sorry for that. I'm in no way implying anything or anything like that. I'm just telling you a little bit about me, my challenges, my current challenge, where I'm going, where I'm headed. Again, the reason for this video is not to get sympathy or empathy or really anything from anybody, just to number one, explain a little bit about me and who I am. Number two, unload a little bit that I've got on my mind. Just general things that I kind of want to get out there and off of my mind. And in the end, hopefully to maybe help one person. If one person can hear my story and become successful, that's awesome by me. I like to very much help people. And I've done it in different ways over time. Sometimes it's been good, sometimes it's been bad. However, right now it is what it is. I'm moving forward as best I can. I've been married 2 times, and I've been greatly affected by 7 children in my life. 3 of them are my biological children, 3 are my stepchildren, and my daughter, or my second wife, and had a son, and I basically knew her from the time she was pregnant. More or less raised him as my dad. He lives with his mother now in another part of the country. We were in Calgary and we both left Alberta. I came out to Victoria and she moved somewhere else. And I'm not going to get too much into that because, again, like I said, I'm not here to say anything negative about anything outside of me and myself. So with that, here we go. I was born in Winnipeg. My dad worked for the federal government, moved up to Yellowknife for a few years, and then spent most of my life down in Vancouver. I got married the first time in 95. In 1998, moved to Calgary, and my first wife and I separated in about 2003 or 4. She moved out here to Victoria with our 2 children, and due to finances for the most part, I had to stay in Calgary, where I did then meet my second wife and all of her kids, which are awesome, and they had a great impact on my life. We went along. I was doing mostly blue collar work, doing my best to work. I've always had a goal that, if my wife or mother of my children or any mother that I'm connected with wants to stay home, I'll do what I can to make the money for that to happen. So I worked. I did get laid off back in the recession, which really, really changed who I am, kind of built a wall up around me, sank a little bit. Struggled after that, really, with myself. I've been involved in different business ventures, a few here and there over about the past 15 or 20 years. I'm probably going to jump all over the place here, guys. I do apologize. That's my style. Anyways, we were married for 4.5 years, and we separated this past February. And I moved to Victoria to be with the children for my first wedding, and she also, again, left Alberta. So with that, now that I've been in Victoria, it's been a bit of a struggle for me, and I'm going to talk about that in a little bit here. First thing I just want to do is a little bit about my business, things like that. As most of you know, I do promote the 90-day challenge, Body by Vi 90-day challenge, and I've been doing that now since a year ago this past September. And the interesting thing is my second wife is actually my sponsor in this business, and she signed me up to help her progress her business. It was great. I was familiar with network marketing. I saw the money at first and the big picture and where it could take us, so I was all for it. She did also, I guess, build my business for me and handed me what's known as a regional directorship. And basically that did qualify me for a car payment towards a BMW. It would have generated roughly around $1,500 a month income, give or take a little bit. I wasn't particularly interested in doing anything at that time because I didn't have to. She was willing to do it all. She is my sponsor, and that is one thing that we teach people, is that we will help them or develop it. And she does have a good business sense about her. She has a good mind about her. She's seeing her own successes in the business. And excuse me. With that too, things are a little different for us in our business. Anyways, when I left Calgary, Alberta or actually Airdrie for Victoria, basically it more or less became mine. We had a little bit of a different setup because she did set up my business, so most of those people she had an interaction with. So I was pretty much out here. I figured that, you know what, no problem. Overnight, I understand how network marketing works and marketing and things like that. I got that. I saw the big picture. Everything would come to me. Everything would be given to me. Everything would just drop on my shoulders. And I didn't have the right mental attitude or heart attitude for that to happen. So needless to say, it hasn't. I came out to Victoria, looked for a job for a little bit. Didn't find too much at first, but I wasn't too worried about it. It was okay. My first wife said I could live in her basement, which it was okay. It lasted really for a little while. We got a little tense, and things ended up differently. I did get my own place. My son moved in with me. My daughter's living with her, which is an awesome arrangement for everyone concerned. And over the summer, I did get a job. I became a tour bus driver, make ends meet, get the money coming in. Unfortunately, I didn't bank any money, and I just assumed that after the season was over, I would either get another job or by that time I'd be very, very successful in my business. It's been a very interesting growth period for me out here. I've always been able to hide behind somebody or something and not face reality, not face me in the mirror, which since I've been out here, I've had to do, or I'm having to do. I'm really resisting it, just because it's scary. I'm terrified. I know what I want to be. I know where I want to be. I do know what I have to do to get there, but I keep fighting myself over the decisions that I need to make to be there. In lines with my challenge with the Body by Vi, it is a network marketing business. We teach people how to become successful in the areas of life, health, or prosperity, whatever that may look to them. It could be losing weight, it could be gaining weight, it could be bringing $200 into the family budget so that you can actually get groceries and food, or pay the hydro bill, or make a car payment or a mortgage payment, or whatever your goals, your dreams, your wishes, your aspirations are. You can go to a job 40 hours a week. That's great. If you love it, that's awesome. If it's not paying your bills, what else are you going to do? Send your wife to work, send the kids to work, everything else. Anyways, enough of that. My challenge this go round, and I started it a couple of weeks ago, and like I say, I've been really battling with putting this video up here. I don't want to insult anybody. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I don't want anybody to be mad or upset by anything that I say or anything that goes on in this. With that being said, it's a challenge. It's a big challenge for me. And admitting certain things that aren't working, that are working, all that kind of thing is totally acceptable. And I've done it before, but I've still always had someone to hide behind. When I was married, I hid behind my wives. They were my buffer to the world, to everything. I'll just keep my head down and work and drive the kids everywhere and go grocery shopping and do whatever I have to do, and then I don't have to face reality. Or they'll pick up the slack or whatever it might be. It cost me 2 marriages doing that. It cost me friendships doing that. I've got a lot of old friends that I'm sort of reconnecting with that don't quite get me, and I have changed a lot over the years, and I am changing currently. And building relationships has never been a strong suit for me. If something doesn't work, I just cut it off and go with something else instead of maybe nurturing something I should or focusing on something I should. Anyways, I'm drifting all over the place here. My challenge is to become active. Again, I started it at the beginning of November or 10 days ago or something like that. And I want to get active. I just want to get active. And that means physically active and mentally active. I'm starting to read books and learn about myself. I'm starting to realize that I'm my biggest stumbling block in anything, whether it's relationship building, maintaining relationships, talking to people, building a business. It's such a foreign thing to me. I've done different things in the past that have exposed me to that, but I've never followed through. I've never been wholly accountable. I believe that a man's word is his bond. I've always believed that, but I need to exemplify that. My goal with my challenge is to become physically active because by the end of summer, I believe it's in August here, there's a triathlon that I want to take a part in. I've never done anything like that before. I'm 190 pounds. I can probably run steadily about if I pushed, maybe 2 kilometers right now. Plus, so I'm looking at a marathon run, a long swim, and a long bike ride, which I can do and I will do. I've got a lot of support. I've got a lot of friends that do believe in me and that will support me. If you don't want to, hey, great, whatever, no big deal. That's my goal with that. Also, to develop myself mentally. I'm reading a book right now called How Successful People Think by John C. Maxwell. Awesome book. When I first picked it up 2 days ago, I wanted to throw it through the window. Everything was roses with his thinking processes at first. Creative thinking, dreaming, planning, plotting. And then he said you need to be a realistic thinker too. And that hit me kind of hard. I'm going through some major struggles right now. And again, I'm going to say some things here. I'm not meaning to pick anybody out or insult anybody or offend anybody or anything like that. But I got some major struggles going on. I want to unload them and I want to share them with you guys because I'm moving forward and I want to take people with me. I want people to move forward with me, whether that's immediately, directly known to me or not known to me. I don't care if I can help anybody out. My 6.5-year-old son, he'll be 7 in March, lives with his mom, and that's fine. She's a great parent for him. But I haven't seen him since I left Victoria, and I haven't been able to. And that's a point of contention for me and his mother, as it should be, and for him as well, because he doesn't understand that. I haven't put enough money aside to be able to drive out and go see him. His mother has my truck, which she wants to get rid of, and fair enough, I want to keep it. I can't even afford to go out and get it or put insurance on it. And I talk with Connor on the phone now and again, and it's great. We have a good talk. We have a good chat. But every once in a while, he gets upset and asks when I'm going to get to see him. And I can't right now. Today, I can't. And that's really, really hard for me. I have a 21-year-old daughter in university in Kamloops. I can't even help her get winter tires for her car right now. At this point in time, I could have, but I can't right now. My 6.5-year-old and his mother and I are trying to work out an amicable arrangement for everybody so that I can maintain a relationship with him. I'm his dad. I want to be his dad. And it's a struggle, justifiably so. She knows me as well. And it's a little hard that way. As of today, it's Friday, November 30th. I have 6 days to pay my rent. As per an arrangement with my landlord, I need to pay off a phone bill, which we all need to do, and I need to pay off a few other bills. This tourist season here ended about just over a month ago now, actually a month and a half ago now. I've been out of work since then. My goal was to take 2 weeks and collect my first EI check and then get a job, get my business going, get rolling, get rocking. And I haven't. I took more time off, and I got lazy. I haven't had a job now in a month and a half. I've got, I'm going to say 50 resumes out that I've sent out, taken out, put out. I've had one job interview, and I've had no calls. I've followed up with a few of them, and it's just, yeah, we've got your resume. It's in the pile. When we get to it, we'll call you. Most of them, if you're accepted, it'll move ahead. So I can't afford insurance on my car. I'm having a struggle paying for my truck. One of them is going to get sold regardless, but I need to pick that up from where it is now and bring it back home to me and then either sell it or insure it or whatever. I don't have money for groceries. I don't have money for rent. I don't have money for my phone bill. I don't have money to go see my 6.5-year-old or my daughter. Or other friends even, or to take my son out for a movie, or to buy him clothes, or anything. And again, guys, I'm not saying any of this for empathy or sympathy. I want you to know where I'm at and what my story is, and I hope this video doesn't go too long. I have a solution. I have an answer. I have a way around it. I've got a couple things I can do. I can give up and run away, which I've always done. I can move back to Alberta and tell my son to go live with his mother, which is not an option. I can go work 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, 6 part-time jobs, get a paper route, a few other things in there, and move ahead. Or not, and not have any time for anything. I know what my solution is. I know what my answer is. It means facing me. It means facing myself. It's the hardest, toughest, roughest, scariest, most intimidating thing I've ever done. And I wake up sometimes in the middle of the night. I should show you my bed, but my camera doesn't go that far. I have a rusty old futon frame that I actually found outside of the first place I lived on my own out here in Victoria, and then a futon that I got that was left over at a church sale, at a church garage sale in Victoria here. And it's crazy. It is what it is. It is where I am. That's what I've chosen. And I've got old ratty furniture and couches and an old TV and this and that and everything else. And I've been a promoter of Body by Vi now for a year. I was a regional director. My wife handed it to me on a silver plate. All I had to do was develop it and pursue it. And I thought I would, no problem. 2-3 months of living here in Victoria, everything will be roses. I'll be very successful, able to pay all my bills, probably have a house, have a beautiful BMW in my driveway, beautiful girlfriend, beautiful food, beautiful everything. And everything would be fine and it would be good, but I didn't. And I chose not to, and I chose not to, and I chose not to. And now I'm sitting here faced with this almost overwhelming feeling that I'm not going to make it, and I'm not going to do it, and I can't do it, and how am I going to do it, and what if I do it and it doesn't work, and what if it works and I do it, and everything else. I've really gotten into the law of attraction and making that work for me, and it does. A bunch of other things. I'm having a lot of other spiritual feelings as well in my life that are really helping me out. It is a very slow process for me, but I've been 42 years just before I joined the Visalis. Hiding. I was bullied in school, so I became very introverted. And I've done that all my life. I'm a very extroverted personality. I love talking to people. I love meeting people. I want to help people. I wanted to become a police officer 3 years ago, because I wanted to leave a legacy for my kids. I wanted to help people. I wanted to serve people. This vehicle that I have with Visalis is giving me that opportunity. But because it's a business that I'm responsible for and nobody's telling me anything, I'm not doing it. I need to step out. I need to accept responsibility for me, for my life, for my video, or for me, for my life, for everything. I'm scared to death. I'm terrified that in about 10 days, it could happen. And this is part of the realistic thinking that John C. Maxwell is talking about. I have to know what may happen so that I can try to prevent it. I got to go beyond trying. I have to prevent it, and I can. And reality thinking only is in 10 days, I could have to move. I won't have the money to move. I won't have the money to get a truck to get my stuff out of my apartment to move. My car will get towed. I don't have my cell phone right now. I don't have the ability to do certain things I need to do. And it's resourceful thinking too. I've got to think beyond the box and find a solution, because there's a solution there. It's just scary, and I'm scared to death that I'm going to fail again, because I've failed at everything in my life, and just to get beyond that. I've had 2 great marriages with 2 women that played an important role in my life. I've been exposed to 7 children in the last 21 years that have profoundly affected my life. I'm a man, I'm a father, I'm a dad, in my head, not in my heart, because I'm not acting like it. I'm not showing my kids, I'm not showing my friends, I'm not showing my family, I'm not showing my upline, I'm not showing anybody what it is to be a man. I know exactly what it takes to be a man, and with my generation, anybody watching this is going to understand that and understand what I mean. I need to take responsibility for me, which I've done, but I haven't lived it yet. I haven't fully absorbed it yet. I'm responsible for the vast majority of everything happening to me. I've asked for it. And that sounds really bad and really negative, but it's absolutely true. If you study the law of attraction at all, we are what we think, literally. And even if it's on a subconscious level, it still sends out to whomever you believe in that you're worthless, that you're not worth it. And that's what you're going to get. You're going to struggle. You're going to be hungry. You're going to be maybe homeless. You're going to be out of a job. You're going to be struggling. You're going to be panicking and everything else. But you have the gifts within you, each and every one of you, to do anything, to be anything, whether that's working a job 9 to 5 or more every day for the rest of your life, or whether that's choosing to start your own business, traditional business, and working 20, 30 hours a day for at least 3 to 5 years to make it successful, or starting a part-time business at home like I'm doing. But you've got to act on it. If you believe it, you can achieve it. But you cannot achieve it unless you take the correct actions to get there. And I have not done that for the past 43 years. And I need to do that. And I'm going to do that. I have a phenomenal network of people that I'm working with here in Victoria and as well in Alberta with my upline associates. And they know who they are. They've been willing to help me. And I need to seek out that help. I need to use that help. I want to teach people what I'm learning. And it ain't going to be easy, but I can do it. I know I can do it. I absolutely know I can do it. I have to believe it. Knowing and believing are still, I think, two different things. We all know we can skydive, but we have to be willing to do it. We all know that we can golf, but we have to be willing to learn how to do it and do the steps to get there. I'm in such a fearful position right now, self-imposed, and I need to get beyond that. I need to man up. I need to step up to the plate and swing the bat. If I don't swing the bat, I'm never going to hit the ball, even if I get strikes, man. Look at Babe Ruth. He struck out more than he hit home runs, and he was one of the greatest baseball players that ever lived. Michael Jordan failed, I think, 300 career losses in the games 26 times. He was the hinge, the reason that that his team was expecting to win was him taking the winning shot, and he missed it 26 times. You don't get anything you don't shoot at. Period. Sometimes it's scary, but you know what, it is what it is. But anyway, guys, this is getting really long, and I'm going to end it there for now. I'm sorry I jumped all over the place. Again, I'm just trying to share where I am and what I'm trying to overcome and what I'm trying to get through. The magic is within us all, guys, and I'm going to step forward. I'm going to become successful. If you want to come with me, hop on board. Let's go. I will outwork you, and I will help you get to where you want to be. I'm plugged into some phenomenal people who will also help get to where you want to be. I hope you all watch this. I hope it makes some sort of sense. This has been really hard for me because it's a lot of negative unloading, but I'm trying to come in a very positive frame of mind. I believe in each and every one of you out there, and I will help you any way I can if you want it. If you don't, hey, no big deal. What I got isn't for everybody. What I'm doing isn't for everybody. I get that. But you know what? Be open-minded enough to check out an option, to check out an opportunity. Who knows? You know, it may help you pay your rent, pay your mortgage, keep insurance on your car, extend it. It may help you take your family on a vacation. It may help you get your kids through university and college. It is what it is, guys. I do appreciate and love each and every one of you. Keep an eye on me because I'm going to be somewhere. I'm going to be somebody. I'm going to be somewhere. I'm going to be successful. And if you want to come on board, let's go. Let's rock and roll. The power of positive thinking, guys. The law of attraction. Send out that which you want and you will have it. Again, I love all of you guys. I'm sorry this took so long. I hope you guys have the time to listen to it and check it out. I'll try to upload it to my challenge site. I'm going to try to do maybe not daily updates, but every other day. Get out there, walk, run, crawl, whatever I have to do, whatever it takes. Some of you will watch this and throw it away. That's cool, man. Use the shopping cart method. If you like it, watch it, keep it, share it, pass it on. If you don't, delete it, get rid of it. I really don't care. Doesn't matter to me. Each and every one of you out there that I know personally, I wish you all the best success and the greatest success. I am here to help each and every one of you if you need it. And I can plug you into some incredible, incredible, very successful people who are making a huge difference in their communities, one person at a time, one story at a time. I don't know what else to say, guys. Check out my websites, check out my videos, check out my updates, and I'll leave it at that. And I wish you all well and all the success in the world. Bye for now.